Hello, welcome back to Unsanctioned MMA. What a fight this weekend. Ciryl Gane gets the TKO on the Black Beast Derrick Lewis. And because of that, now we got Ciryl Gane staring down his old teammate Francis Nnganou to unify the heavyweight championship belt. And we're not here to talk about that. That fight will take place 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line from now. I want to talk about my man Jon Jones, one of my favorites. Jon Jones has to go and fight Stipe now. If you're Jon Jones, you have to take the Stipe Miocic fight. If you're Jon Jones, you have to get your name on a contract with Stipe Miocic. Even if you're not fighting until 2022, you need to get your name on a contract with Stipe Miocic. Just because if you're Jon Jones, you can't afford to say you're going to sit back and wait for a title shot when we don't know when Nnganou and Gane are going to fight each other. How great that fight may or may not be, if it will call for a rematch that could end up calling for a trilogy. Or you don't want Stipe to go out and get the jump on someone else and then definitely put himself in front of you. If you are Jon Jones, you understand, hey, if me and Stipe go and fight each other, one of us is going to jump into the number 1 contender spot after this fight, and the other one's going to be eliminated from the title competition. From the top, period. And you're probably not coming back. Whoever loses between Stipe and Jon Jones, you're probably not coming back to title talk. But if you're Jon Jones, you sit back and wait 3 years between your fights, you're also not going to be considered for title talk. No one's going to want to hear that Jon Jones deserves a title shot conversation 3 years after his last fight. If the light heavyweight championship has moved around, switched hands, done its thing, people have completely moved on from you in that division, and now you're in the heavyweight division, sitting up waiting for a title shot after Ciryl Gane just went out and put on a performance that he just put on. And there's no telling when you guys will be back in the conversation. You guys being Stipe and Jon Jones. Someone has to go out there and prove that they deserve to be in that conversation, because those two gentlemen look different. Would a Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane fight be interesting? Maybe so. The Jon Jones-Francis Ngannou fight is no longer the most anticipated fight in the heavyweight division, and it's not even close. So if you're Jon, you get your name on a contract with Stipe, and if you think you're going to beat Stipe, go beat him, put yourself in the number 1 contender spot. Because if you let Stipe get in there with Rosenstrike or with a Curtis Blaydes, and one of those guys get the jump on him, now all of a sudden you are even more fights away from the title. Alright guys, that is it for today. Let me know down in the comments, do you think Jon Jones should take the Stipe Miocic fight? As always, we try to do a video once a day here on Unsanctioned, and we will see you guys tomorrow.